What's up, y'all? Let's do this. Oh, hi guys. Welcome to Nikki's World. I'm Nikki, your host, and today I do want to talk about this illegitimate president and what this illegitimate administration wants to do by handing out $450,000 to every illegal immigrant coming into this country. But before we go any further, guys, if you guys love Nikki's World so much, please consider donating a cup of coffee, because seriously, guys, for a price of a cup of coffee at Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts, guys, you guys help keep this podcast show alive. You guys help me curate more stories and more topics like this to talk about. I do accept Bitcoin donations, guys. I'm also on Locals, guys, if you guys want to sponsor this podcast show and see more behind-the-scenes content, okay? And if you guys love Nikki's World so much, please hit that like, subscribe, please give me a review, good, bad, and the ugly. And before we get this show on the road, literally, guys, if you guys love this episode and any of my other episodes on Nikki's World, please consider sharing this across all the social media platforms that are out there today. Whew. Okay, guys, got through all the formalities. It's Saturday here. It's rainy like a bitch out here, but I also do want to make a quick announcement, guys. If you heard this in the beginning of the show, I do have a Locals page because I am migrating from Patreon to Locals, so that way you guys can get more behind the scenes content. You guys can see more of me from behind the scenes, what I do to get this podcast show alive and everything, and it's all going to be subscriber based. So all the stuff that I do behind the scenes and what I do personally is all going to be on my Locals page. So if you want to see more of that behind the scenes content, you just hit that subscribe button on Locals, guys, and you guys will be first to know what's going on, and any new podcast shows that I put up, my subscribers will get first whim of it before everybody else. But anyway, guys, what I've heard out of Breitbart, the Wall Street Journal, and the Daily Wire, I have to say this. The fuck came out with this idea of giving illegal immigrants $450,000 for coming into this country and saying we're gonna pay reparations for you because you suffered under the Trump administration for coming into this country illegally. I'm like, For the people who voted for this illegitimate idiot, and you thought that he was going to help erase your student loan debt, and instead he's handing that to the illegal immigrants, I want to know how big of a jackass you really are, guys. Seriously. All I want to know is like this. You guys must be the most biggest jackasses in the world to vote for this illegal president who's going to do this shit on you. You guys are clearly that dumb to vote for him. You guys are clearly that retarded to vote for him. Clearly, guys. Clearly like this, guys. The people who worked hard during this pandemic, who worked their butt off, who put their lives on the line during this pandemic, shouldn't they deserve the $450,000? Shouldn't they deserve all that money? Shouldn't they be the ones getting all that money? What about them doctors, them nurses, them lab techs, them healthcare techs that worked during this pandemic? Shouldn't they be getting the money? I mean, that would be great for them because that would help pay off their student loans. And what about the people that worked during this pandemic? Shouldn't they deserve the $450,000? It seems to me the leftist liberals in this country hate our country so much that they want to destroy this country in any shape, way, or form. I'm like, are you guys fucking out of your mind? Are you guys nuts? Because it seems like we're living in an episode of The Twilight Zone and we're watching sheer stupidity and stupidness on a grand scale. It seems like it, guys. I'm like this. Are you guys for real? You guys got the nerve to ever consider wanting to give illegal immigrants $450,000 when that could have been used to pay off something else? I'm like this. Do the people who voted this guy ever realize that you're being sold a bag of goods and you're being sold like stuff that you thought that he was going to do good for you, but then he's going to destroy you in the fucking process? I'm like, when I saw that on the Wall Street Journal, when I saw that on Breitbart, when I saw that on the Daily Wire, I was like, seriously? $450,000? I'll tell you what, if they gave that to me, I could pay off my student loans in one shot. My student loans could get wiped out easily. Hell, if Democrats want to give $450,000 to illegals, why not give it to like people who went to school? You know, I thought like this. I thought the Democrats were all about wanting to wipe out student loan debt, but they're going to use the money to pay illegals instead of wiping out student loan debt. I say like this. You people that voted for this illegitimate president are beyond stupid, are beyond help, are basically beyond of all reasoning and logic. I have to say this because after seeing this and I'm going, you people have lost your ever-loving fucking minds. Seriously, guys. Seriously, as I'm driving on the way to work, working my fucking ass off, working my butt off just to make ends meet, but then you Democrats have the gall to want to give $450,000 to illegal immigrants in this country? And while the people like me get punished for working and for slaving on the job and not even getting a tax break or a handout for doing all the work during this shit? But you want to reward criminals and illegals and punish hard-working people like me? I have to sit there and I go like this. Y'all motherfuckers are why y'all should never be allowed to vote. Clearly, guys. Y'all motherfuckers, man. Y'all motherfuckers should never be allowed to vote, period, man. We should go back to the voting rules where if you own property, then you're allowed to vote. Okay? We should go back to property owners should be allowed to vote in this country. Shouldn't allow idiots, because then you get people who elect stupid people. But seriously, I just have this question for you. For the leftists, liberals, socialists, progressive, communists, and Democrats out there. Are you happy that you're destroying this country? Are you happy that you're enabling criminals? And for the millions of college students out there who generally vote Democrat, are you happy with the illegitimate president willing to give $450,000 away to illegal immigrants when instead it could have been used to help pay for your college loans and all that shit? Hell, $450,000 could help house every homeless veteran in this country. Could help put every homeless veteran in an apartment, in a house, or a mobile home. Hell, we could have done that, but seems the Democrats all care about coddling and catering to the motherfucking criminals. And then I'm sitting there going like this. Jesus Christ, you motherfuckers. That's why I sit there and I go like this. This country is going to hell in a fucking handbasket. I go like this. 2022 can't come fast enough for us to vote these Democrats out of Congress. And then 2023 can't come soon enough. So we start campaigning to get rid of the illegitimate president. I sit there and I go like this. Literally, man. I work my ass off during this pandemic. And I do my time with the military. But do I get anything out of it? No. But if I cross into this border illegally, I get what? Welfare, food stamps. I get reparations for crossing illegally or being subjected to border patrol or ICE and all that shit. And then you people have the nerve to punish people who do come to this country the right way, and then you basically bully them and then say, "Oh, well, you came the right way. You're an idiot." I have to sit here and say this. So the 81 million voters who voted for this asshole, y'all beyond hell. Y'all beyond, like, everything. Y'all basically, I hate to say this, y'all are so fucked up in the head. Y'all are so, like, beyond help. I mean it in the most sincerest terms. You people who voted for the illegitimate president because y'all hated Trump, it's like you're just showing how stupid and fucking retarded you really are. I hate to say this, man. This is why we need to bring back the birth control. We need to bring back putting condoms in the school, putting birth control in the schools. That way we don't have kids who will one day bring their kids of idiots. Pretty much, I was livid when I heard that the illegitimate administration, or what Dan Bongino calls the PINO, president in name only, wants to give $450,000 to illegal immigrants who suffered under Trump while coming into this country illegally. I'm like this. Y'all, nah, man. I'm like, Jesus, Buddha, take the damn wheel. Take the damn wheel. We need your team to come back and rescue this country. Seriously, man. Seriously. I'm like, seriously. I sit there and I have to say this. $450,000 to every illegal immigrant who suffered under Trump while crossing this country illegally? I'm like, no. We should never give that to them. We should never, ever give that to them. And if you think for 1 second you want to give that to them, here's my solution. Every Democrat, leftist, liberal, socialist, communist that wants to give that to them, make them pay for it. Make them take it out of their checking account. Make them pay it themselves. Why should I pay for it? Or let's go one step further. All the blue states that are Democrat held, make them pay for it. But then people like me would wind up suffering in the process. So that has to be thought out carefully, you know. But I think that would be a good idea. That would make them all think twice and go, nah, man, we're not going with that. It's like, nah, we don't do that. But seriously, man, $450,000 that this illegitimate administration wants to give to illegal immigrants crossing into this country, but then want to punish and tax to death the people who work their ass off? I mean, I'd be happy if they hand the $450,000 to all the hard workers that worked during this pandemic. I'd be happy with it. Hell, that $450,000, I could use that to pay off all my student loan debts in one shot. I could. But instead, they want to give that to all the illegal immigrants that want to come into this country illegally. I'm like, are you guys for real? I'm like, seriously? Are you guys for real? I'm like, dude, Democrats in this country are nothing more than communists. That's all they are. That is all they really are. They like to say they're Democrat, but in reality, they're communists in disguise. Anytime somebody says that they're all for this and this and this, that means they're all for communism. They're all for the communist ways. You know what I mean? They're all for that. I mean, seriously. Seriously, man. Seriously. I look at it like this, guys. I look at it like this. Our country has gotten a fucking huge downgrade because of Democrats who like cheat and stole this election in this country, and then who wanted to shut you up by making you wear a face diaper and then making you take multiple injections and multiple shots of an experimental drug that has side effects and we don't know about and has repercussions we don't know about. But they want to shut you up by making you wear triple, double face diapers. I go like this. Our country's fucked up. Our country is seriously fucked up. And the people in the United States of America that voted for this illegitimate president, seriously, they need to check themselves before they vote in the next election. Seriously. Seriously. We seriously, guys, need a purge in this country. We need to purge people who vote for this illegitimate president, who vote for this PINO. I mean, for God's sakes, guys. For God's sakes. People need to really learn to do their research before voting for these people. Because clearly, guys, you people are voting for, like, people who want to destroy you, who want to get rid of you, who want to make your life a motherfucking living hell. Clearly, guys. Clearly. I mean, like this, guys. This country seriously needs a reset button. This country seriously needs a purge. I don't need my tax dollars going to pay for illegals who cross into this border. Don't need that. That's rewarding bad behavior. And what's that going to tell the kids in this country that, oh, if you do bad things in this country, you'll get rewarded. But if you do good things in this country, you get punished. This administration that's running this country, or supposedly running this country, is full of idiots who should not have ever been allowed to graduate high school, let alone college. Seriously. I mean, day after day after day, I see amount of sheer stupidity that is going on in this country that it fucking makes me wonder, how did this firm win the race? It makes me wonder. Because every time I see sheer stupidity, I'm sitting there going like this. The fuck is wrong with these people? Seriously. I mean, I would be all in favor of using that $450,000 that they want to hand over to illegal immigrants and instead funneling it to pay off student loan debt. I would be in favor of that, and I would be in favor of using that $450,000 to help pay and fund treatment for veterans who served our country. I'd be in favor of that. But I'm not in favor of handing my taxpayer dollars to pay for illegal immigrants who crossed in this country illegally and committed a crime. No, I'm not. It seems to me that people who run this country, who supposedly run this country, hate this country so much that they want to destroy it with every moral fiber in their damn fucking body. Seriously. I'm getting to that point right now, guys. I'm getting to that point right now where I'm sitting there going, what the fuck is going on with our country? Our country is being destroyed from within, and all the while, Russia, China, Iran, and our enemies are laughing at us all the way to the damn bank, and they don't even literally have to shoot a bullet at us. All they literally are doing is paying the Democrats to destroy the country within. Is that too hard to see, guys? Is that too hard to notice? I mean, our enemies right now are laughing at us. They're laughing at us in the back of the room while they're walking all the way to the damn bank. They are literally, guys, they are literally mocking us. And I sit there and I go, you people are effed up. I don't know, guys. I don't know, man. I don't know if our rhinos could save this country because, quite frankly, guys, our rhinos aren't doing a damn thing right now. Our rhinos are oftentimes basically bending the knee and caving into Democrats when they bully them. I don't know, man. We just need to get more libertarians and independents in there. We need to. We really do, man. I can't wait till 2022 and 2024 to come, man. That way I can vote every Democrat out of office and then install a pro-constitutional government in this country. A government that follows the Constitution to the letter of the law. Clearly, guys, it just seems our country have their priorities all mixed up and all wrong, man. I clearly sit there and I clearly ask myself, why would you want to give $450,000 to illegal immigrants in this country when you have veterans who deserve that money, when we could pay off student loan debt with that money? Okay? When we can, basically jumpstart the economy in this country with that money. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. Every time I see the sheer stupidity that the illegitimate administration pulls, it just astounds me. It's like, the level of stupidity they pull is off the charts. It's basically like, I look at their sheer stupidity and I go, it's clearly off their rocker. Clearly. It's clearly off their rockers. I just don't have words to express how angry I am that they want to use my tax dollars to pay for illegal immigrants who suffered under the Trump administration when they illegally entered this country. I'm like going like this. Fellas, I'm like, there's a level, there's like a reason why we have schools for people like idiots who will never ever be allowed to step foot in college. And I don't know how we ever let these people into college and graduate high school. It's beyond me, guys. It is. It is, guys. It's beyond me. I sit there and I go like this. The sheer stupidity is astounding. It is. Hell, $450,000? I go like this. Here's my idea. What we can do with $450,000 that they want, that the illegitimate administration wants to give to illegals. One, we could use that to help pay off student loan debt in this country. Where people are working to pay off their student loan debt, we could have paid that off no problem. As long as they were working 40 hours a week, as long as they were working in, say, the military, public sector, you know what I mean? We could have paid that off, or they were working in an industry that is in high demand in this country. We could have paid that off. We could have paid that off. The other, we could have helped, like, fund housing for military veterans, you know what I mean? Homeless veterans, put them up in nice places. We could have done that. I don't know, guys. I don't know, man. After reading these stories, and by the way, guys, all the articles that I talk about in the story or in this podcast show are going to be linked in the description below. I nearly want to bang my head on a pole. Seriously, guys. Seriously. But anyway, guys, I got to get my coffee and I got to head to work. But thanks for listening to Nikki's World. I'm Nikki, your host. I will see y'all soon. Hope y'all have a good weekend. Bye for now.